Go on, girl.
Right, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Right, this is my first meeting of this kind with Barnard Marcus. I've previously done things like this before. It was with very large corporate companies in the UK, but believe it or not, I'm more nervous in front of you guys than I am in front of them, because I live deep down there a bunch of twats and you guys aren't, so...
Go on, girl.
Right, today my meeting is mainly going to be focused on positive thoughts.
Good.
And how positive thoughts can ultimately make your life in general, not just your work life, but everything else, round up as a whole and make everything a lot better. So...
Should we take notes?
No, so no need for notes. But what I'm going to do is
Gina's doing the minutes for you.
Yeah. Everyone around and introduce themselves. So my name's Kaylee. I work for Barnard Marcus. I'm a sales negotiator, and in the first quarter of the company, I won Best Newcomer.
Hi, I'm Stelios. I'm a neg as well, and I work for Barnard Marcus.
Hi, good morning, I'm Leo, and I'm a local mortgage consultant, and I work for Barnard Marcus.
Hello, my name's Dean. I work for Barnard Marcus, and in my third month I was #1 negotiator.
This is summer. I'm on work experience with Barnard Marcus.
My name is Jerome, fairly new to the company, in my third week, and I'm a lettings negotiator.
Top shotter.
My name's Gina, I'm the office administrator, and I work for Barnard Marcus.
Hearing?
I'm Hiran. I'm the sales manager in Barnard Marcus, Northwich. Yeah, wait till your manager gets back there.
When I first won my Best Newcomer title for the first quarter, I had a lot of people doubting me. I had a lot of people telling me that I would never win anything like that. I was
Like who?
not talented enough. And this is why the first part of this meeting, I'm going to base it down to beginner's luck or a talented salesperson. People say to me that the reason why I did win was because it was beginner's luck. I'd never done anything like this before. I'd always come from a sales background, but I'd never done this primarily. And like I said, people did say to me it was beginner's luck. I was very lucky and my luck wouldn't last much longer. Luckily for me, my luck has continued throughout the year since January. I've had the odd month here and there where, you know, due to personal circumstances and personal reasons, I probably wasn't on my game, but I'm back swinging now.
She's back.
I'm back fighting. So that's where the talented salesperson does come into it. Because at the end of the day, in my eyes, it's not beginner's luck, because beginner's luck would have been the first 3 months, and after quarter one, I wouldn't have done anything, and I haven't. I've consistently proven that I'm a hard worker, I'm very determined, and I'm very hungry in order to get where I want to be in life. And that is something that I think you have to have within yourself in order to make sure that you can be the best you want to be in life. Because without you self-driving yourself, you're never going to get anywhere in life. What I wanted to also touch on is I also just kind of want to briefly discuss the quick progression of a lot of the newcomers in the company. As you can imagine, someone like myself, who had never done it before, someone like Dean, who only started in the company last year, who hadn't done anything like this before, and the same for Jerome. Jerome has never done anything like this before as well. And
New man.
it's amazing how the three of us who have not come from this sort of background have ended up ultimately being some of the people that people are looking at to watch for at the end of the year. Look at Jerome. Jerome had never done this before, and like myself, in his first week, he got a deal. Congratulations to him. Dean,
That's how he rolls.
you started off in the company, when was it? Last September, was it? October? Last October. Dean had never done this before. Dean had been at college, he'd been at Southgate, having a laugh and a joke with his friends. Caps backwards, walking around with his drop down.
Smoke a spliff now and then.
Yeah.
And
3.5 stone lighter.
3.5 stone lighter, and look at the way Dean has progressed through the company. Dean
Oh, I thought, look at the way he's blown
now
up.
the one that people look at for lettings. I hear Dean every week say to me, I've got 2 move-ins this week, I'm going to end up in a month with like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 move-ins. And that's fantastic, because it just goes to show that you don't necessarily need any sort of university degree, you don't necessarily need any sort of experience, you need the hunger inside you in order to progress. You know, I look at some of the older members of the company, not necessarily in this office, but say in areas like Whetstone and places like that, where people have been doing it for 20 plus years. It has been their life. This has been what they've been doing for the last, you know, X amount of years of their life. So You know, it does just show that, you know, it doesn't matter how much experience you have, if you have that hunger and you have that determination, you will always progress in any sort of way in life that you want to go. As long as you have that positive mental attitude, the positivity that you take and you have with your work will reflect across your applicants, will reflect across your sales. In your case, your guys' case, your move-ins and things like that. So the key is to just keep yourselves positive. The next discussion that we're going to have a chat about is bringing the best out in our team. Obviously, as you can imagine, we have different teams here. We have sales and we have lettings, but ultimately, we are one team. We are an office. Without lettings, without sales, we wouldn't be this office. The reason why we do so well is because we are two fantastic teams that ultimately bring ourselves together to make ourselves one ultimate team. So, as you can imagine, you know, sorry,
All right.
I'm just reading my notes. So what I would ultimately like to do this morning is, I've got a couple of exercises, guys, that I think will bring us closer together as teams. And I think, you know, what we should ultimately discuss first this morning is how us as a team can help our fellow teammates to bring the best sort of potential and the best sort of positive attitude in themselves. Stelios, what do you think with regards to sales? What could you do to help your team to bring the best out in myself, Kieran and Leo?
I have to stop joking as much and be a bit more positive, and yeah, we just have to be there for each other. We have to give each other time and back each other up, have confidence in each other, know that the other person can do it, and ask for help as well from each other. If I need help as well, I need to ask my colleagues.
Brilliant. Leo?
I think we need to be as humble as possible, really. We've done quite well in the quarter. We've done really well in the first month, in June as well. But I think we've got to be humble and every now and again go back to basics, because I think if you go back to basics, you'll probably learn that you've forgotten some things, and you'll be able to correct yourself before you make that massive mistake. So,
Dean,
That's a direct question, sorry.
Dean, what can you do to help Jerome and Mark bring the full potential out in themselves?
Be very supportive. Like, for example, next couple of weeks, I'm more than happy to help out Jerome, and I am anyway, full stop. Just be more supportive, I guess, because as a team, end of the day, we want to bring the office up, not just, obviously I want to bring as an individual, I want to go to the top, but as an office, I want both. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense, makes brilliant sense. Summer, what can you do to help everybody else out? I'm more speaking though Gina, because I know you've been working very closely with Gina, and that's been fantastic. You've been a great help to her, and I know that you're really keen and hungry to learn as well. What can you do to help Gina?
Out the leaflets of new houses.
There you go. Jerome, what can you do to help Mark and help Dean?
Yeah, I'm going to pretty much reiterate what Dean said, really. Obviously, the three of us, we kind of work closely, we're closely linked, you know, in kind of every aspect of our job. And we're kind of reliant on each other, we kind of bounce off of one another. And yeah, it's just kind of continuing that kind of relationship of just supporting each other in every kind of aspect of work that we do, because it makes doing that, it makes our jobs individually and collectively much more easier.
Well put.
Boom.
Kieran, what can you do to help myself, Stelios and Leo to bring out the full potential in ourselves?
I guess just being there, literally, because again, I've worked there long enough to know what works well as well, and that's why. And I said when we had our little morning meeting this morning, if there's anything you guys need, talk to me. Let me see. Tell me what you need. Is there any way I can help? And like I said, not everyone knows everything. We're always going to be learning new stuff every day. Life is a lesson at the end of it, and every time you learn something, it just makes your knowledge a bit more better. And knowledge is power. And again, you've got your own desk, but at the same time, we're all working as a team, and whatever we can do collectively will just bring out the full potential in everyone. So just literally just being there to help.
Very well put.
Thank you.
Gina, what can you do to further help the team?
Well, number one, what Dean said about being supportive and giving them that little push, or because sometimes I feel a bit like I'm not confident with what I'm doing. I think maybe I can't do it. But when you've got other people say, like here on one day might say, oh, thanks for today, Gina, it gives you that little boost. Knowledge is power, what Kieran said again. There might be stuff that I know a bit more than someone else knows a bit more than me. and again working together as a team rather than an individual.